Hello everyone, welcome to this learning video. My name is M. Firman Wiranata Gawa with student ID number 233111044 from Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia. Have you ever wondered how your computer handles multiple tasks at once without slowing down? How can it seamlessly register your keyboard clicks, download a massive file, and play high definition video all the exact same fraction of a second? Today, we are going to dive deep into a fundamental concept in computer architecture that makes this incredible multitasking possible: interrupt driven input output, or simply interrupt driven I/O. Let's find out how it works. Before we talk about complex computer chips, let's look at a simple everyday analogy. Imagine you are working on an important university assignment, but you are also waiting for an urgent reply message from your lecturer. To check for the message, you have two choices. The first choice is to stop writing your assignment every single minute. Pick up your phone, unlock it, and check your inbox. Did they reply? No, you pat it down. A minute later, you check again. Did the reply? Still no? Think about how much time and mental energy how you are wasting. You can barely finish a single paragraph of your essay because you are constantly trapped in a loop of manual checking. In computer science, this is Hangley Invent's method is known as programming I/O or polling. Now, let's look at the second, much smarter choice. You turn on your phone, the notification ringtone, but put the phone aside. On focus 100% on your assignment. You write continuously, marking great progress. Suddenly, your phone rings, then that sound is a notification signal. It temporarily interrupts your writing. You pick up the phone, read the lecture answer, send a quick reply, and then impertinently go right back to finishing your assignment where you left off. Which method is better? Obviously, the second one. It saves time, keeps you productive, and ensure you read immediately when the message arrives. This is actually how interrupt-driven I/O works inside a computer system. Let's us translate this analogy into real computer hardware. The student in your story represent the CPU central processing unit, the brain of the computer. The assignment represent the main program the CPU needs to run, like a video editing software or a game. The smartphone and the lecturer represent an I/O device and its I/O module, like a keyboard, a mouse, or a network card waiting to receive data from the internet. In an interrupt-driven I/O architecture, when the CPU needs data from an external device, doesn't still around waiting install. The CPU issue an I/O command directly to I/O module, and then immediately turns around to perform other useful calculation or execute other programs stored in the system memory. So, what happened? The external device is finally ready with the data. Let's trace the step-by-step process. First, the I/O module prepares the data. Once the data is fully ready, the module sends a special hardware signal called an interrupt request or IRQ directly to the CPU via a discrete control line. Second, the CPU receives the signal. It doesn't drop everything instantly mid-task. Instead, it finishes executing its current instruction, then is pause its main program. But before switching tasks, the CPU does something crucial. It saves a current state, is head position, and variable values into temporary storage area called the state. This ensure in it won't lose its place later. Third, the CPU looks up the source on the interrupt at execute a specific Python program designed to handle this exact event. This special software routine is called an interrupt service routine or ICR. During the execution of the interrupt service routine, the CPU reads data from the I/O module and store it safely into the system memory. This process incredibly fast, thinking only microseconds. Once the ICR I, ISR finished its job, the final step occurs. The CPU pops pops in the safe state back out the state, restore its previous operation, and pick up exactly where it left on the Eastman program. Thanks to beautiful coordination, the CPU never wastes cycles starting blanky at idle device. It only spends energy on input and output tasks when there is actual work ready to be processed. To manage interrupt, or stress processor from constant babysitting, do is allowing our modern computer to achieve through high efficiency multitasking. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I am M. Firman Wirana Telgawa, student ID 2331044. Keep learning, keep exploring, and see you next video.